Hi, welcome. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me on this 8-day sensuality journey. I really hope it's a beautiful experience of you deepening into your own sensuality, your own pleasure, and your connection to your body. I think it's just going to be amazing. And I am celebrating you for signing up, for showing up on day one. It's a really big deal. And I hope that you're doing a little dance celebrating yourself for, for being here. It's amazing. This is a topic that we're not always invited into. And when we are, there's a lot of stigma around it, a lot of preconceived notions. So we're going to help to release some of that so that you can really step into a version of your sensuality and your sensual pleasure power that supports you. So thank you for being here. So I just want to do a couple of logistics. I'm just going to do this on this first day, and then after that I'm going to assume that you got it. And you can always find these details on this course content page as well. So you'll be receiving an email every day for 8 days, 7 a.m. Pacific time, just like you did this morning, with content, a video practice, and general prompts. So to get the most out of this challenge, I would really highly suggest that you read the content, do the video practice, and then complete the journal prompts. So you might want to mark off maybe 30 minutes on your calendar every morning or afternoon or evening. I would definitely suggest that you make it a regular practice though, so that you're consistent in your time. It just kind of helps support that pleasure muscle memory. And let's see, you'll have all the access to the videos on this course page. They'll become available as each day goes on, but you can go back if you want to look back at a different practice and do that one over. By all means, I totally support that. But I do highly recommend that you do the practices in order. I'm going to take you through a journey here. We're going to go kind of connect deeply into our bodies, into our pleasure. Then we're going to go a little bit into the underworld and experience why it is that we might block our own kind of pleasure receiving, or why society might have done that and how. And then we're going to come back out through into a more joyous, connected place. So it's kind of like the heroine's journey. So please take note of where you are. And if you miss a day, just go back to that one and then pick up from where you left off. I'll give some time at the end of the challenge to catch up for anybody who needs it. All the practices are going to be breath work, guided meditations. They're all going to be centered around connecting into your body. So please give yourself a little time and space to do that. If you can, ask your housemates of whatever flavor to give you that time uninterrupted. Really supportive for you to be able to go in a little bit more deeply. Excuse me. So, what else? Sharing. So I really encourage you to share your experience with this. It's just such a profound experience to be witnessed. And I really look to you on what feels right, of how much you want to share and how much you want to keep private. But you can also talk to your friends, your family, to me about your experience along the way. Sharing and vocalizing your experience is a huge part of healing. So you can use the hashtag 8 days of sensuality, and I would love if you tag me, Kin Medicine, Kin Medicine, and that way I can cheer you on and support you and just kind of see how you're doing along the way. So anybody who does that for 8 days in a row, or not in a row necessarily, but 8 days, before January 30th, I will be entering you into a drawing of a free coaching session with me that'll help support you to integrate everything that you've learned along this journey. So please kind of put yourself out there and see if you'd like to do that. I'll be sharing a little bit on Instagram. You can share that as well and just elaborate on your experience too. And use that hashtag to support others here. This is can really deepen your experience to see how other people are experiencing this work, sharing with them, cheering them on. It's a really beautiful community of supportive people who all want to see each other thrive in this. And I firmly believe that a queen asks for what she needs. So please take care of yourself along this journey. If you need to slow down, if you need to just breathe deeply, you are always in control. So pause the practice, take a few moments to take deep breaths. I always encourage people to kind of meet their edges. You know, we're in a practice here of seeing where we need to heal. So meet your edges, but always give yourself time and space. See how you are. You know, some of us push our edges and some of us don't always like to meet them. So decide where you are on that path and try something a little bit new, a little bit different. And I'm happy to talk more about that if you'd like some more support there. So ask for support from your friends and family. Ask for support from me. Ask somebody to do the dishes for you instead of you doing it in the morning. Ask for the time that you need to do these practices. Ask for a massage. Ask for anything that would help you integrate and feel more rested and nurtured in these practices. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to say. I do want to keep this as short as possible so that you do have time for it. But let's go ahead and hop in. So today's practice is all around the womb. So supporting yourself to connect back into your womb, into this energy and power of your womb. Almost all of the ancient wisdom traditions really honored women and their ability to bring in new life through their womb. An incredibly magical, mystical power, right? Well, yes, but that was kind of slowly started to dissipate as our connection to our womb became more medicalized. And we really look to medical professionals nowadays to kind of tell us how our wombs are doing, how our uteruses are doing, how our reproductive health is, our gynecological health, and instead of kind of feeling into it ourselves, looking to the signs and symptoms that let us know how we are doing in our own rhythms and our own cycles and what our own normals are. So today is really this deepening breath practice to support you in either forming that connection for the first time or deepening it. So wherever you are on this journey, it will support you there. And our wombs are this amazing place, and you can use whatever language that really resonates with you. Womb, uterus, sacral chakra. It's the place where we house our sexual and creative energy. So just below our belly button here, right now I have a baby growing in mine, which is pretty awesome. I look a little like Santa in this outfit, but I went with it anyway. So whether it's a baby that you want to nurture and grow with this amazing, creative, sensual power, or a work project, or a garden design project, or a beautiful painting, or new dish, or writing. That's where I use it a lot. I feel like sometimes things can be so sloggy and like, why isn't this working? I'm not feeling in the flow state. But if you pull back a little bit and start to figure out where you're coming from when you're trying to do some of these creative exercises. Am I trying really hard with my mind to force it into being? Or am I in this flow state where I'm feeling the energy flowing through my body and I'm accessing a deeper wisdom that's within me, and things start to flow a little bit easier? And you can just play with that. But connecting to your womb overall, the point here is, the mega point here is where our power as women resides. So the more that you do this work, the more that you connect into your womb, you might be surprised about how your voice becomes stronger, how your boundaries become stronger, how your vitality, your radiance starts to enliven. This is really a place where we have lost our connection to our own power because other people have been scared of that, or whatever the reason. I'm not going to go into that too much. I'm just concerned with reclaiming that power and supporting you to do that. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to invite you to find a comfy space. You can either do this practice laying down with your feet on the bed or the floor with your knees up, or you can do it sitting in a chair, making sure that your spine is straight. Either one that feels good to you. Go ahead and move to that space now, and we're going to transition into this practice. So this practice is going to include Ujjayi breath. If you've done some yoga before, you might be familiar with that. It's a breath in and out through the mouth, through the nose. We're going to be doing some other activating breaths later on in this journey, but today is really a calming breath. So I'm going to exaggerate it a little bit, but so you almost hear like the sound of the ocean in your throat. You're really kind of closing your throat a little bit and still breathing out through your nose. If that's new to you, no problem. Just breathe in and out of your nose. Experiment with it. This is long, deep breathing. This is having a calming effect. If you are pregnant or on your moon cycle, always just do long, deep breathing. We don't need to overly activate. So by now you're probably in your comfy space. You can start to close your eyes. And you're just going to start out with 3 of those deep breaths, those Ujjayi breaths. You can sigh it out. I always like to sigh it out on that first breath, just allowing yourself to settle, allowing your body to settle in. And start to come into your internal space, really letting anything go from the outside and just focusing completely on your internal world, feeling your sensations that are going on in your body, getting curious about where you might be holding any tension and inviting in some more breath or softening into that area. And you're going to start to tune into the area of your womb, right below your belly button. And focus on bringing your breath all the way down into your womb. Now, just be curious as you start to experiment with this. What do you feel there in your womb space? Maybe there's an absence of feeling. Maybe there's some tightness or tingling. Just being curious what you're feeling there. And allow this to move, to shift any sensations you're experiencing. Just noticing without any judgment, allowing exactly what's there to be. And we're going to do this breathing down deeply into the womb for just a couple of minutes. I'm going to play some music and we're going to see what this experience is like for you. Breathing in, letting it fill your whole body. Breathing out, down into the womb. Breathing in all the way down into the lower abdomen, filling your womb space. And breathing out, letting it fall. Finding your own rhythm of breath. And you might just start to experiment a little bit. What message does your womb have for you on how to connect into her more? Just listening, maybe you experience a new sensation or even just something that comes up into your mind. Just trusting whatever message that you hear. Staying with it, allowing your breath to deepen, feeling this amazing creative power that you have here in your womb. Allowing this area to fill with breath and soften on the out breath. Letting yourself move deeper and deeper into a state of relaxation, into a state of connection with your own body, to the wisdom of your womb. And whatever you're experiencing, just allowing it to be exactly what it is. Knowing that this is day one, just the start of this journey. And really letting your womb guide you to access your sensuality, to reclaim the power that's in there. And asking your womb space how it is that you might connect in deeper with her, to your own sensuality. Listening for any messages, feeling into any messages. if you lived your life with the power and wisdom of your womb a little bit more, what would that look like? And now relaxing into just long, deep breathing, resting here for a moment. Just allowing your mind to soften, not making any thoughts or immediate judgments about your experience. Just allowing yourself to rest in this connection that you're fostering with your womb. And taking in 3 deep breaths. And slowly starting to invite in any movement, your fingers and your toes. And allowing your eyes to open. I wanna be. And I wonder, how was that for you? What did you experience there? What were the messages that you received? You can go ahead and check out the journal prompts now, write a little bit about your experience to help you integrate and reflect on what it is that you learned today. Tomorrow is going to be all about pleasure. So get excited for that and mark your calendars. And I hope that this was a fruitful experience for you. Big love and hugs on this journey, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.